NiftyBC here with Give Me Signs, where we help you take your art to your customer's hand with your brand. So today we are still talking about NFTs, and we're talking about Neftyblocks, where you're able to make packs. And packs are very popular with a lot of NFT collectors. And we already went over another episode where we went through kind of a very simple pack where you're just kind of making an ingredient pack to end up blending into something else. Today we're going to do more of a rarity pack. So what we're going to do is show you how to actually weight now each of those slots so that there's a different chance to win different things. So you can have very rare pieces in those packs that only come in to a certain percentage of people. And then you have some that are very common that everyone gets. So we're going to show you how easy it is to set up. And it's super fast and quick. And if you're liking the stuff that you see here, guys, and you're liking the content I'm making, please hit the like and subscribe. It helps us grow. And we just recently hit just over 2,000 followers. So definitely would like to keep that up. And we hope that we're helping you guys out getting your NFT career started here. So anyway, we're going to hop on over to the computer now, and you guys can follow along and see how easy it is to do this. I made a special little drop for this with one of the M.O.R.B.S character. M.O.R.B.S is my main NFT collection. You can visit morbs.app. That's M.O.R.B.S.app and find out a little bit more about it. We just recently released a new token on the Wax mainnet blockchain, so called M.O.R.B.S coins. So we have a lot of drops coming up, and I have this one that I wanted to do for the tutorial so you can see kind of like how to set up some rarities. So we're using one of our characters called GASFEFE or GASFEFE, who is basically kind of the real the jokester in the bunch. So anyway, we're going to show you those NFTs. We're going to show you how to upload them, how to put them into a pack, set the rarities, and then set up the drop. And then you're ready to go and release that to the world. And hopefully they all buy all of them and you sell out and you make lots of money. Okay, so anyway, we're going to hop on over there right now and I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Okay, guys, so let's make a pack now. We are now on the computer and we're going to start doing this. So the first thing I would tell you to do is get your 3 sites that you're going to need to do this. One is pinata.cloud. Pinata.cloud is a IFPS, which is going to allow you to upload your files and keep them up there with a hash and on the blockchain. We're going to have Neftyblocks, which is where we're going to actually put the drop and the pack together. And then what we're also going to use is Atomichub, because we need to make the templates that go into Neftyblocks. So you're going to need at least these 3 pieces to work. So if you haven't already signed up for these, please go ahead and do so. If you're on Neftyblocks, but you haven't been whitelisted on Atomichub, you won't be able to make packs yet. You might be able to get whitelisted directly through Neftyblocks. You'll have to reach out to them to do so. If not, you're going to have to be a whitelisted project on Atomichub. So please keep that in mind. If you are making packs, you're going to have that ability to do so. Okay, so before we get going, another thing that you want to do is in your Wax wallet, you want to make sure that you have enough RAM. And the way you can do that is by just going to your Wax wallet at wallet.wax.io, and you'll be able to go over here to resources over here on the right, click that. And this gives you all of your resources that you have. If you don't have enough staked for CPU and the RAM, make sure that you do so. Or else your drop could stop because it doesn't have enough resources to output. So all you'd have to do is select what you want to do. I definitely suggest looking at the CPU, making sure that this has plenty of room. Right now I have more than enough room, but let's say this was pinned at 80%. Add some wax before you do any kind of pack drop, because pack drops do take a lot of CPU and also the RAM. So please do that before you do anything. So do that first. Once you're all set up with there, we can now go over to PinataHub. Now we have some files that we got to upload, and I've already built out these files. Now what they are the ingredients to the packs, which is right here. So we have a GASFEFE common, the rare, the ultra rare, the legendary, and the wizard. And I can show you the legendary and the wizard actually have some animation stuff that go on in the background. That's the legendary, and then the wizard is this one, which is the stock market rise in the background of GASFEFE with all his gold teeth and all the other good stuff. So anyway, and then I also have the cover, and this will be the cover of our pack, and this is what the actual people will see in the drop, and this is what they'll buy into. And then I also have the video pack open, so this will pop up once they open the pack before they see what they got inside. Okay, so we're going to put this all together and make us a pack, but first we got to upload everything. So let's do that first here on Pinata. On pinata.cloud, sign up for an account. You get up to 1 gigabyte for free, so it's easy to do. And then what you want to do is just start to upload these into here, just by going file to file. You could upload just the whole folder, but let me do the file, file by file, so you know what we're doing here. Let's see, GASFEFE, there you go. So let's do the common. Upload that. Let me get these all uploaded and we'll be right back, okay? All right, so we got all of them loaded in now, guys. So we have our common, our rare, our ultra rare, legendary, wizard, and then we have our pack cover, and then we have the video all loaded in here. And those are all the same ones that I was just showing you over here. So we have, this is the video that will pop up when you open the pack. And then we have all the other pieces. So we have the GASFEFE common, and then we have the legendary. We also have the rare. We have the ultra rare. And then the wizard at the end, which is the stonks one. Okay. So, and then we of course have the cover, so you know what you're buying. Okay. So now we got everything loaded in here onto Pinata Club. So now we're just going to need to plug this into templates on Atomichub. So now let's head on over to Atomichub. And what you're going to do is hit NFT creator. And what we're going to first do is build our pack. So if you go into your schemas, I have one that's already made for my packs. It's a very simple schema. It's just going to be the name, the image, and the description for the pack. And that's basically just going to give us our cover. And here are some older ones that I had done in the past. So we're going to leave the max supply to infinite. You're going to need to do this if you're using any kind of pack. Anything that's going inside the pack and anything that will be, as far as the pack is concerned, has to have an infinite supply unless you have staked enough Nefty coin on Neftyblocks where you would be able to actually use their new feature, which is a pre-minted pack. But that's something you're going to have to stake a lot of Nefty to do. You have to be, I think, a level 2 staker over there to do that. But anybody else can use the regular pack system. You just have to make sure that the supply is always set to infinite. So in other words, don't write anything in there. Okay. So first let's name this. And this is going to be called GASFEFE or Fifi, however you want to pronounce it. GASFEFE's how to make a pack. So this is from a, I'm going to take off the period. So this is from a YouTube tutorial that you're watching right now, and you're going to be able to buy the pack that we're creating. So that way you can actually see what the pack looks like when you open it and you get it in your wallet. We're going to put it at a very cheap price. It's only going to be 5 wax, very cheap, guys. That equals to about $2. So $2 going to make you holler today, guys. All right. So let's check out what we can do. Let's go over to the Atomichub. I've named it. Now we got to put in an image, and that's where this comes into. So this is our pack cover right here. Okay. And so what we want to do is take that hash, okay, right here, this one that kind of has like, starts with a Q, and there's like a little copy sign. Just copy that. And we're going to go over here to Atomichub, and we just paste it right there in the image area. And then we'll load that in here in the background. It might take a second. Now, the description, we got to do this really quick. And let me get that all put together, and I'll be right back, okay? All right, so now let's get the description in there as well. And there we go. And we are good to go. It looks like we're all set. We got the name. We got the pack. That's what it's going to look like. And then we're going to head and create that template, okay? We're going to approve that. That's done. Okay, so now we just wait for the confirmation. Boom. Okay, so now let's go back. Let's check out, make sure it's there. It's going to load in. There it is. That's what we wanted. Okay, so that part is done. Now we got to get all the other pieces in here as well. Now these, you're going to have to put into different schemas that work for whatever pieces that you're putting into the puzzle. So for me, I'm going to have to do, let's see here. Okay, so let's start loading these in. So again, make sure the max supply is there. This is going to be, Let me get that name again. Those GASFEFEs. Okay, so we're going to do these. So let's do the image right here. We're going to go with the common. Okay, so that's going to be going there. Let's go over here. Let's make sure that this is what that's going to be. There's not going to be a back image on this one. So let's make sure that that loads in. There it goes. That's the common. It's like a sticker on this one. The description is going to be the same. And pop that there. Series. This is going to be, what should we call the series? Huh. Tutorial series. Should I call it the tutorial series? Let's do the GASFEFE. FA series. And then this one is common. Okay, so this will be our common, and that's the rarity I set there. The series is called GASFEFE. Got the same description. There's no back image on this one, so we're just going to leave that blank. And then image is right there. And this will bring up that infinite supply again. Hit create supply, create template. And here we go. And it'll give us our confirmation. There it is. All right, so let's go back, make sure that's popping up. There we go. And there's our GASFEFE. There's number one there. Okay, so we got that up there. So now I'm going to keep this kind of up so it helps me kind of get the other ones up. So I'm going to open up another window really quick, guys. Comic. I'm going to go bring that over here. Go to NFT creator, collection, and then we're going to do the same thing. NFT packs. Here we go. And so we got this. I'm going to just copy and paste a lot of this to make it a little bit quicker, guys, so we can get through this a little bit faster. Okay, so let's go down to templates and create a new template. Again, max supply here, guys. Want to make sure that it's infinite. The name is going to be here, and this is now going to turn into rare. Now let's find our rare hash right here. Let's copy that. Bring this in here. Again, there's no back image on these ones, so you don't have to worry about that. Let's go over here to the description. Paste that in. And then the series, copy that in as well. So we got common. I'm just doing the copy and pasting, guys, because it just makes things a lot quicker and easier, especially most of these are going to have basically the same information. So here you go. This will be our rare card. This one, I need to change the rarity. I caught myself there. So make sure that this is matching to what you're putting up there. So this is the rare card. That's this one with the blue background. It's rare on the GASFEFE series. There's the description. No back image on this one. There's the front image, and that's the name. Let's create this template. Okay, so now we got those two done. And make sure that's loading in right. I usually kind of come back here and make sure that's loading in correctly. There you go. It's loading in great. All right, now let's go to the next one. Again, max supply is there. Let's copy that because this is the GASFEFE series. This one's going to be the ultra rare. Okay, and then we're going to put in that description again. And no back image. And now we got to grab the ultra rare. This is this one right here. And put that on the image. As that loads in, I'm going to grab the title on this one again. And we're just actually going to take it from there so that way I don't make a mistake and write something I shouldn't right there. It needs to say ultra rare. Okay, so now we got the ultra rare. This one's still loading in. Now you're going to run into this sometime, guys. I'm kind of glad this is actually happening. Pinata.Hub, when it's connecting over to Atomichub, the very first time you load in these templates, for some reason there's a lag sometimes. I think it's just the servers trying to catch up with everything. So if it doesn't pop up, just wait and then refresh. If it breaks or something, just refresh it until it does show up. It's just something with the servers not catching up fast enough, but I usually won't mint until I see something here. So we'll just wait till this pops up. and we'll move on from there, okay? Okay, while this one was loading, and we'll come back in this because I have to go to a different schema for this next one. So I'm just going to take just this, actually, I'm supposed to say pack. Okay, so let's take this. We're going to now go to a different schema, guys, because the next ones have video on them, and these ones aren't built for that. So we're going to go to one of my other schemas that does allow video, and that's going to be probably this one. I think is going to be the easiest one. I think for this, right? Let's try this one. Okay, so we got max supply, and then we're gonna we'll utilize this one. I think would be probably the easiest, and then this one will be a legendary. And this one I can just copy and paste this down here on the rarity. This is going to be GASFEFE. The description is going to be the same again. Okay. Now I usually have ARS assets on my pieces. On this one, I didn't have enough time to do that. So on this one, it's just going to be the video. Now this is kind of funny how you set up video in Atomichub. So I wanted to incorporate some of this so you guys can see how to utilize this. So when you build your schema, you're going to want to make sure that you still have an image file here, but we're not going to put anything in here at all. But we need this here for it to work. Okay. So you're going to need at least a name, an image file, a video file written just like that video, and you're going to put it in as an IPFS hash, okay? You can put in a back image if you want or anything else from here down, but always make sure that this image and video are both present for this to work, okay? Now, again, like I said, we're not putting anything in the image area. We're just going to put it in the video. So I go over here to my legendary, which is that video I was showing you. I'll play it for you real quick. And that's this one. Okay, so this is a MP4 file. Okay, so I'm taking that legendary, we're copying that hash, coming over here, and we're going to put it here in the video area. Okay, now what is going to happen is nothing. You're not going to see anything up here. Now this is where it gets a little scary because you're like, oh man, just make sure that you got the right hash. Make sure that it matches up, like match up that number, that hash. Okay, make sure that it works correctly. Leave this image blank. I don't have a back image on this, so I'm leaving that blank, and there's not an AR asset on this one, so I'm leaving that blank. So I'm just putting in the title, a blank image area, and then that video file, and then the rest down here is my description, series, and rarity, okay? Now, again, make sure that it's set to infinite supply because you need everything to be infinite supply. Hit create template, and go approve, and close. And so now when we go back, it should load in that video. It's going to take a second, but it will load it in. Okay. So let that go for a second. And we'll check in on the other one as that one's loading in. So as you can see, it came in. So this is our ultra rare that we were working on, waiting for it to load in from PinataHub. Remember, just give it a second to load in. Now that it's loaded in, it's safe to move forward. Okay. So everything checks out. Okay. That looks good. And we create the template on this one. Okay. Right, we're almost there, guys. Almost there. We'll check in on the other one as well, and let's see if where this one's at. Let's click into it. Still probably loading in from Pinata. So as long as you still see this, don't really move forward. You want to really make sure that that file does show up, because sometimes you will have a little bit of a glitch. Okay, so this is what it should end up looking like. Okay, we're just waiting for it to show up. And sometimes it just takes a second. So we'll give it a second more and see how it goes. All right, there it is right there. Popped right there. That's what we want it to look like. And as you can see, that MP4 will automatically loop over and over again. So usually when you make your video files, try to make them so they loop properly. So they'll show up like this. So this will be our legendary thing, and everything looks good down from here. So now we just got one more to go, which is our wizard card. And let's load that in now. I'm going to just copy that. We're going to stay in this video schema that I have set up. Okay, again, max supply is totally to infinite. Let's put this in. This is going to be our wizard card. So this will be the most rare in the pack. Okay, guys. Again, leave that image file open, and then we're going to go here, grab our hash for the wizard MP4, put that here in the video section area. Leave that image one blank again, guys. Remember, but you need it there for this to work. Okay, this doesn't have a back image, doesn't have an ARS. I don't have to worry about that. Let's just put in this description, Boom. This is going to be the GASFEFE. And this one is going to be the wizard level rarity. And that will match up there. So that all looks good. That's all matching up. As again, when you do these video ones, you're not going to see a preview here, guys. Okay, so don't expect to see one. Okay, you're going to, on the video files, you're just going to put in the hash, leave that image blank here, and then leave any of the other image that you're not going to use. I have 2 extras here that I'm not going to use. Okay, so now let me just create the template. And we approve it. And there we go. So now we have all the main pieces ready to go, I believe. Soon as let's just make sure that this loads in properly. Okay. Let's give it a second. All right. Okay. So got all loaded in. Okay. So sorry about that, guys. As you can see, Pinata sometimes doesn't want to work with you, but that's all part of the game, guys. So don't get discouraged if it takes 5 to 10 minutes sometimes for it to show up, but you see it's working. So now I'm ready to move forward. Now we can move on to the final step, which is Neftyblocks. And this is where it all comes together, guys. So I'm logged in. This is the M.O.R.B.S drop page. You can also check out our secondary sales here, guys. You can see the packs that we've done and the blends that are available. We're going to be doing a tutorial series on blends as well. But anyway, before we get going, let's get on over to manage collection here. Tap those 3 after you've logged in, and you're going to end up here on your collection site of Neftyblocks when you have an account here. Now you have all these options right here. Now, before we get going, remember when we added in that resource here to your Wax wallet? Well, guess what? We have one more place to do the same thing, and that's here on Neftyblocks because they're separate. So you're going to need some RAM here for your packs. Now, this is on the minted on-demand packs RAM. So right here, make sure that you have enough. So right now, I think I have enough. 15, I'm going to do 100. Yeah, I think I should have more than enough here, guys. Okay. Actually, I'm going to just deposit an extra 100, actually 50 wax. I'm going to put 50 wax here, and that's going to give me another 761 NFT. So I'm going to deposit that. It's going to give me a transaction fee. I'm waiting for this to pop up with the Wax Cloud wallet and hit OK. There you go, successful. And now you see I have upped my mint capacity to 2,300. That should give me more than enough to do on these mint on demand packs. Okay, so now we're going to go to this mint on demand packs area. Okay, guys, so first we go here and we're going to be creating a new pack. Let it load in here. Okay, here are some previous packs that we've done, guys. So we're going to be doing a new pack, okay? And this is going to be, we're going to use that same name, okay? So we're going to call it the GASFEFE How to Make a Pack, okay? And that's going to be my name. Let me go over my description, load that in, copy that, boom, there's my description. And this unlock date, it's going to be today, actually, because I'm going to release this later on today. And I'm going to do it at 420. I think I'm going to allow it to go at 420. Okay, I'm going to do that. Okay, so at 420 today, they'll be able to unlock this. So what does that mean? So the unlock time means that you can actually separate the time they buy the pack, the drop, and the time it actually is unlockable. So you can use that for different use cases. Like, let's say you have a land drop that happens on a certain day, but you want people to kind of wait to know what they got. So that way there's not a rush of a certain type of NFT being bought. You can kind of control it by doing an unlock time, or if you want to just set it up so that there's a stagger in your marketing, you can do that as well. Okay, now down here, you'll see advanced settings. And if you do that, you'll scroll down and you'll have this one on the top, which allows you to put a video preview. And I had shown you, I had done this, which is the pack open. Okay, and so what I'm going to do is copy that right here, that hash. Okay, and you can actually just pop it right here in there, and you're good to go. Okay, now the background color, I'm not sure yet. Let me see what this looks like. Let's hit a preview and we can kind of take a look at what this is going to look like. So there is our preview. Okay, awesome. All right, so that works perfect. And I think on background color, I think I want it to be black. because I think that would match better. Let's look. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, now I'm pumped. Okay, now we're ready to go, guys. Okay, so that's how it's going to look when they open up the pack. All right, let's check this one more time. Okay, now you notice there's no place to put a picture. So don't worry about that. That's coming. Okay, that's part of this later on. First, you have to create this part. Okay, so you got your title, you got your description, you got the schedule. This is going to happen today, the 12th, and at 4:20. They're going to be able to open that. That's in a couple hours. Hopefully, I can get this done by then. Anyway, I got the video preview, and we saw that, and I changed the background color to black. Okay, now I want to create this. And there we go. It's an empty pack. And you're like, what do I do now? I got to fix this. Okay, so that's the first part. Okay, the second part is now we modify it. Okay, so now we're going to go to modify pack. Okay, and now it's going to reopen it up. And as you can see, I can't change anything now. I can't change the data that's already in there. But what I do have are these pack slots. Now, this is what represents the cards inside the pack. So this particular pack is going to have 5 cards in every pack that someone buys. Okay, so we're going to set up 5 slots. Okay, 1 slot per card in the pack. Okay, so keep that in mind. All right, so the first slot, and we're going to do this by staggering the rarity. So like you saw that we have a common, a rare, an ultra rare, a legendary, and a wizard card, and we're going to be able to do that in the pack slot. So since the common cards are going to be the most obvious, I'm going to add those templates here. Okay, so let's see, rare common right here. I think we got that already. So let's put that in here. Okay, and that should be it. Make a pack. So 100% of the time, you're going to get a common on this slot. Okay, and I think I'm just going to leave it there. So this one's always going to be common. All right, so that already eliminates one of the 5 cards that will always get a common card because it's common, right? You should end up with at least one of those always in the pack because it's the most common. So let's just add that. And that's going to be 100% of the time you're going to get one of these commons. So everyone's basically going to get one of these cards, okay? And every time you add a slot, like complete it, you're going to get a transaction to approve it, okay? So we're approving that, and there you go. So slot 1, so that's card 1 we know is going to be that common card. So let's put in card 2 now, and remember, it's called a slot. And now we're going to add multiple templates on this one, okay? So on this one, I want to do that same one, that common card, because that should be in there. But I also want to add in a rare and an ultra rare, okay? So on this, you have a chance to win one of these 3, okay? Let's do that, okay? So now I'm going to go down here and hit add. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's do this. I didn't want to do it like that. Actually, I'm glad I didn't do that the right way. So, okay, you can do it this way, all right? And if you do it this way, they will equally get a 33% chance to get one of those, okay? But I don't want that because the rare and the ultra rare, obviously, are a little bit more rare. So I'm going to erase that. I didn't like that, how that works. So I'm going to go to add templates again, okay? On this one, I'm just going to put only the common pack, okay? Now I'm going to add a template, and this one I'm only going to put the rare pack now, okay? And then on the third one, I'm going to put in that ultra rare pack. Okay. Now, why did I split that up like that? I'm going to show you right now. This is what's really cool about Neftyblocks. I'm able to control your chances just within the software. Okay. So the way they do that is by weighting this. Okay. So if I put a weight of 3, okay, you're going to get a 60% chance on this one. Okay. Now, if I put 2 on this, okay, and then 1 on this, did you see how it automatically started to change that probability for me? So in this particular slot, which is this particular card out of the 5, okay, so this is number 2, the number 2 card will have one of these as its pull, okay? You have a 50% chance that's going to be that common card. You have a 33% chance that it's a rare card, and you have a 16% chance that'll end up being an ultra rare card, okay? Now, you can change this as much as you want. You want to put this up at 5 if you wanted to. You see how it automatically adjusts all the numbers, so you can get them to go kind of, actually, I kind of like those numbers better. So this, you're going to have a 62% chance of getting a common. This one, it's a 25% chance of getting a rare and then a 12% chance of getting an ultra rare. So that's really creating a chance of rarity here, which is actually pretty cool. Okay, so we're going to use actually that setup, I think, on this one. I think this is a good one for this card slot. So now hit add. And approve. Okay. All right, now we got 2 slots. And if you ever want to see what's in here, you just click this little eye thing. You can see what is in there. Okay. So remember, that one was that common, and everyone's going to get that. This one, it's split between here. You can see 12%, 25, 63%. All right. So now we're going to just finish off the rest of this. So now let's add third slot. And on this one, we're going to just take it up a notch. Okay. So I'm going to add that common card because you always want the common card in there. But I'm going to set up the rarities a little bit different in this one. And we're going to add the rare. We're going to add the ultra rare. And I'm going to start adding in also the legendary and the wizard in here. Okay. So this is where it starts to bring in all the templates. For me, I usually do it on the third one. If there's 5 cards, it usually just kind of, I just like the way that kind of works out, you know, because it tends to pull the cards the right way from my experience on doing this. And the wizard, I think that's all of them, right? So you got legendary, wizard, ultra rare, rare, common. Okay, as you can see right now, they're all weighted like this. I'm just going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, all the way down. Okay, 5, 4, and just see what that gives me, and we can adjust from there. Okay, 3, and then 2, and then 1. All right. So let's take a look here, guys. All right. So as you can see, you have a 33% chance on that common, 26% chance on that rare, 20% on this ultra rare, 13% on the legendary, and the 6. I want to change these. These seem a little bit off to me, so I want to up this. I'm going to go up to 7. I'm going to take this up to 5 and up to 4. Okay. Now let's take a look at this. Now we're looking a little bit better. Now these are kind of getting more of the odds I want. I think I want to even go a little bit farther. Okay. So I'm going to take this up to 8. Okay. And that's going to take me 8, 7, 6. That's more like it. That looks more like what I'm looking at. Okay. So as you can see, just by weighting these with different numbers, you'll be able to create those probabilities a little bit easier. And as you can see, you only have a 4% chance of pulling that wizard on this. And I'm going to actually leave this probably for the rest of the slots so that when people are pulling, this is basically, you're going to get these chances to win these pieces and these rarity cards. All right. 8% chance on a legendary, 25% chance on an ultra rare, 29% on a rare, and 33 on a common. I think that looks pretty good, actually. I'm fine with those odds. I think that looks okay. So let's do that. Let's hit that add. And then approve that. All right. Now we got our 3, and we can check it right there. And there you go, 8762. Yeah, it's weighted really nice. I really like that one. Okay, so now let's just add in those last ones. I'm going to kind of actually probably do the exact same thing that I just, actually, you know what? I think they added that feature, actually. Yep, they did. Did they? Yeah, I think they did. So I think I can just duplicate this. I think I can. Approve. And it did. And that's another trick that you can do. See what I just did there? I was able to just duplicate that because I know that I wanted 2 of those cards to have those exact same probability chances. So there we go. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4 done. Only have 1 card left, guys, in the pack to fill out. And this one, I'm going to do something a little bit different. This one, I'm going to add the pack itself back in as a probability for you to win. All right. So let's do that. Let's add in all these pieces again. Okay, they're all going to have their probabilities, and we'll work this all out here in a second. Rare. Rare. Legendary. And wizard. Okay, so we got our 5 cards in there now, right? But I want to add one more thing, and that's going to be the pack, the actual pack. So you can win a pack within the pack, almost like, you know, that Inception. It's like an Inception pack right there. Okay, so you got the how you can make the pack, right? Okay, so that's what we got there, and then we're going to weight these. So before I had an 8. Let's start with where we were: 8, 7, 6, and then I'm going to bring legendary up to 5, and then on this I'm going to go 2 and 1. Let's see where that takes me. All right, that looks pretty good to me. Okay, so we have some pretty good numbers here. I think this will work for this. Actually, I'm going to bring up no, I think that's fine because I don't want people to always get a comment. I want them to really have a chance on these rares and ultra rares. So, okay, so the way we weighted this, because now there's 6 in here, okay, you have a 3% chance on pulling another pack. So that's the most rare. You could actually pull another pack within that pack. Then you have your wizard card. You have a 6% chance, almost 7% chance on this one. So it's a little bit better than the last one. You got 17% chance on the legendary in here, and then an ultra rare, and a common. So this is kind of like, I would call this more the gift slot. So this is giving people that little extra chance here to win something special and hopefully keep them come back. So that's also the thing that you can do is put the pack you're working on in as a part of the pack. You know, it's a great way to kind of keep people like, hey, I want a pack inside of a pack. It's kind of a cool feature. A lot of projects have done that, so it's a good thing to do. Okay, so here we go. Let's add this in, and I think we are done pretty much, and we can finalize the pack. All right, so let's just do a quick overhaul, guys. We got 5 slots, so this means 5 cards per pack, and this is what's going to go on each one. Slot 1 is going to have for sure one of those common cards. The second one, you're going to get either a common, a rare, or an ultra rare, depending on the probability. On this one, you're going to have a chance on any of the 5 cards, okay? The wizard card at 4%, 8% on the legendary, 25 on ultra rare. And then we copy that again right down for slot 4. So these two are identical, slot 3 and 4. And then 5, I added in that actual pack. So you can actually get a pack within the pack, you know, which is actually pretty cool. All right, so now we're good. Okay, we got our pack ready to go, and now we just need to finalize it, guys. Now this is where it all comes together. All right, and this is the end of the first part. We still got to make the drop. I know you're like going like, this isn't it. I'm like, it's really easy from here. But anyway, let's find our pack. Okay, NFT packs, and you're going to find your template, and there it is, how to make a pack. And that way this is going to pull that original graphic. Remember when we made the, let me go back to the packs so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So, you know, because this was kind of early on in the tutorial. So when we made this one, okay, so we made this first, remember? So this is going to pull this now as the cover for the whole thing, all right? And that's what I'm telling you to do, is that this is the cover for this entire pack, okay? And I just hit finalize pack, guys, and that's it. Now you can't make changes after this. If you mess up, you're just going to have to start all over again. All right. So make sure that all that was completed correctly. You know, do a little pre-planning. Then we can prove this, and boom, pack is finalized. We just got to wait a second. Sometimes you need to refresh it for it to show up. It doesn't show up right away sometimes. And give it a second. Then we'll go on to the second part here. And it's a quick, the second part's super fast. Okay, it's pulling it in. There it is. All right, we got our pack. All right, now what do? We got our pack. Now what? How do people get it? Right, exactly. How do people get it? This is the second part about Neftyblocks that's maybe not so obvious. You're going to have to make a drop of that pack you just made now. So now we're going to go over to regular Nefty drops, okay? Make sure you have your RAM here in your Nefty drops RAM. Make sure you have enough here. There's more enough for me, okay? I'm going to hit Nefty drops, okay? Okay, here are the drops that I have. Let me get over here. We're going to start a new drop. These aren't pre-minted. This is just an add an asset. We're going to go to our pack schema, and that's it right there. How to make a pack. There it is. Okay, and GASFEFE, we just copy and paste that right there, and then put in the description. Copy, paste. Now I'm only going to charge 5 wax for this. What? Yeah, only going to charge 5 wax. Okay. And I'm going to put 100 of these available. 100 of these can go out there. So people can pick up a bunch of them if you want. This is super cheap. This comes out to about $2, guys. Super cheap. Okay. Okay, when you do your drops, if you haven't seen me do my drop video, check out my other video. You'll be able to. I'll go through the full walkthrough on this, but you select your schema that you're going to actually set up as that drop. Go ahead and put your title, your description, the pricing. Set it for what you want. I'm going to set this direct 5 wax. Okay, so wax might go up to $5 right now, but I think it's going to stay around where it's at for a little while. So I'm putting a max claimable of 100. Now, even though there's an unlimited supply, you can control how many you're releasing. So I'm only going to do 100 of these right now. Okay, so 100 are max claimable. Each account can buy, I'm going to say 10 at a time. Okay, so you can buy 10 packs if you wanted to. You can come in and buy 10 packs. The cooldown, I'm going to say 25 seconds. Okay, so in other words, if you came in and you bought 10 of these packs, you're going to have to wait another 25 seconds to buy another 10. In other words, that's what it's basically doing, setting up those barriers. Okay, now the start date, like I told you, it's going to be today, the 12th, and I'm going to do it at 4:20. And click OK. High drop, secure drop. We're looking good. Let me just go over everything, make sure I got it all right. All right, so we got our cover. That looks right. We got our title. That looks right. We got our description. That looks right. We're going to be listing it for wax, only 5 wax. Okay, and we're going to be just sending that to my wallet. Make sure that's your wallet, guys. You want to make sure you get the money for it. I'm only going to set a limit of 100 available, okay, and an account limit of 10 at a time with a 25-second cooldown, and that's for today. All right, guys. So now we're ready to go. We make this drop; it's going to be ready, and we can put this out there. Okay, and approve, and approve. All right, the drop has been created, guys. I can actually now go here and go to the drop page. And this you can start sending out and start marketing. Go on Twitter, get on your Telegram, get on your Discords, get it out there, get the word out there now about this pack. And this is GASFEFE's How to Make a Pack. Hopefully you guys go check one out, buy it. See, like I said, it's $2, guys, right now. $2, that's crazy. So it's a $2 pack. Don't miss out on this. Go get it, guys. All right. And you'll be able to open the pack right here in Neftyblocks. You just go to My Packs, and any pack that exists in there, you'll be able to open it right here. You'll be able to see that video and the whole thing. So that's how you do it, guys. So hopefully that helped. All right. All right, so now you know how to set up packs 2 ways. Again, if you didn't see the first video over here, it will show you how to set up a very simple pack. And then this video, of course, shows you how to set up more of a rarity pack, which makes it a little bit more interesting and shows the different rarity levels of the traits or whatever that are on each of your NFTs. And the next video, we're going to talk about marketing a little bit on how to kind of get it out there and how to market yourself a little bit with the NFT world, because that has a lot to do with your success in this particular space. I've been doing this now for the whole year, and I think I realized that more than anything, which is you got to be just as much a marketing person as an artist. So I highly suggest checking out the next video too. It just tells you basically where to go and where to set yourself up, basically Twitter, Discord, Telegram, how to kind of connect with the community, that kind of stuff. So anyway, stay tuned for that video. Again, if you've liked the content, hit the like and subscribe. Helps us find out everything, guys. Again, you can visit my collection at morbs.app. And you can also always visit us on Twitter, and there's all the connections and all that stuff there as well. So we'll have some more tutorials coming. Like I said, the next one will be marketing on packs, and then we're going to do a quick tutorial series on blends on Neftyblocks as well. So that way you can take the stuff that you did in the pack and turn it into kind of a gamification for your collectors to blend up into different rarities or different NFTs. There's lots of different things you can do, man. It's endless. So anyway, hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next video.